Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today we have got another Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 video for you, and today we are going to be talking about, the Mystic Theurge, and specifically we're going to be talking about the concept of Theurge, which I think the build idea might be named for. If not, they're named for it. I'm really not sure which way that worked, but one of them is definitely named for the other, since they're both called Theurge. Either that or that's just what the urge means. I honestly have no idea. Anyways, so basically we're going to be talking about the concept of the urge. Now, Mystic Theurge is one that does it pretty well. They were the first to do it. So that's something that they got going for them. But, you know, they're not the best by any means. But they do have one thing that others don't, and that's that it works with cleric. Now, very few of the urge builds actually work with cleric. This does give full casting, both arcane and divine, which is quite nice. You don't see a lot of things that do that. Now, there are some. For instance, the arcane hierophant from Races of the Wild. That's going to do that as well. It's also going to have a better base attack bonus and better skills and a number of extra fun things that are really cool. And that's all well and good. But you kind of need to be a druid to make that one work. Now, another one, I think it's pronounced Faucon Lyrist. That is a really hard one to say, and I might not be saying it right. Anyways, that's another one that's really good, that has both full base attack bonus and advances both arcane and divine. That one, however, does again require druid, because it requires you to be able to speak druidic. That one's also going to require evasion, which generally means you're probably going to need something like rogue in order to get in. So that one's a little bit tricky to get in, but it's really good once you're in. It doesn't give any it doesn't give a whole lot. It gives basically nothing after first level, other than just, good base attack bonus, good most saves except fortitude, and full casting for both arcane and divine, which is a lot. Plus, at first level, it gives a number of interesting things, like it advances your bardic. Your bardic music advances every level. Bardic knowledge advances every level. Oh, and you also get unbound, which makes it so that as a druid, you can then wear light metal armor. So that's kind of cool, in all honesty, which would probably work with arcane hierophant as well. Also, it makes it so you no longer take multi-classing penalties. Just period. Just like you can multi-class like crazy and take no penalties with Faucon Lyrist, which is kind of a big deal. Like they're they get like a thing that makes so they don't have to do that. That's kind of awesome. So yeah, that's Faucon Lyrist. But yeah, the Mystic Theurge, they were the first to do it. Which they do suffer a bit because of that. But still, they're one of the very few that works with cleric. Now, there's some other Theurge builds that they're not like 100% like perfect everything. Like Geomancer, that's technically a Theurge build. It works somewhat well with Mystic Theurge. It does only advance one at a time. You can switch every other level, or you can just advance one. But it does allow you to mix and match between arcane, between like how you cast spells. So Geomancer, pretty useful one. Although it isn't really a full Theurge, it can be used well, and it is one that's designed for a Theurge build. So that's something interesting, actually. Like I say, number of interesting things that you can do with the urge builds. One of the better types of things out there, actually. One disadvantage of the urge build is you are going to be behind initially when casting, so you're not going to get your spells as quick. However, it is quite potent once you get to epic levels. Even though the Theurge builds, like the Mystic Theurge in the epic level handbook, doesn't get full progression at epic levels, and by extension, it could be ruled that other Theurges aren't going to get that either in epic levels. It's still really nice because guess what? You are actually getting, making it so that you have your full caster level. So if you get epic level casting, it'll apply for both castings, and then you get twice as many epic spells. And you get twice as many spells in general once you get to high levels. You're just going to be behind on the more potent ones initially, but you can make up for that with epic. You can take 2 feats to get practice caster for both your classes, and boom, now all of a sudden you got your caster levels caught up, and you're assuming that you've been putting max ranks into both your knowledges. Now you're just as good of an epic caster as someone who wasn't doing the Theurge build. Except for you're actually better because you actually have twice as many epic spell slots. So that's pretty nice. Plus twice as many non-epic spell slots. So yeah, really good in that regard. Yeah, it's particularly good at epic levels. You're also looking at things like so something like what is it? Cerebromancer would also be the Theurge build. Although that one, again, it doesn't work with Cleric because that one is Arcane and Psionic. So that's technically a Theurge. Other things that are sort of like the Theurge would be things like Ultimate Magus is kind of a Theurge. So various different things. Mystic Theurge was the first to do it. They're pretty good in all honesty. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the Theurge. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm always curious. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel for more D&D 3.5 content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on a video. Anyways, as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.